Actually, when we talk about the energy policy and supplies, people always think about right now is very urgent issue in China is environmental issues.
Yep.
It has. Every people wonder this problem. How do you see the relativity between the energy structures of those environmental issues in China? What's your suggestions for China to solve this problem? What's the step one?
Step one, if you talk about the air quality, of course, the most important part is to just phase coal out of the energy mix as fast as possible. Now, China cannot go to zero coal in a very short period of time. We have to accept that coal will be a part of the energy mix for some time to come, actually quite a long time to come. But of course, moving some of the more heavy coal polluters away from urban centers, making sure that the standards of coal-fired power generation or coal use for general industrial purposes these standards are being raised. Taking coal out of domestic heating, which is quite often, of course, a very low-grade coal and completely unmitigated. All these things can actually have a significant impact in a relatively short period of time. And I think for most in these areas, it is actually natural gas that is the fastest, most effective, most efficient way of dealing with it. But then there's other things as well, which is, of course, improving the quality of mobility fuels. So putting natural gas in heavy-duty trucks, which also are very important sources of emissions, can be the next big step. China is doing that. China has the highest percentage or the highest number of LNG-driven or LNG-fueled trucks on the road. China has the highest number of electric vehicles on the road as well. So these are all sensible things that need to be pursued, need to be accelerated. And I think the government is onto this. It's just that, of course, the scale of the country is so massive that it will take some time before we see the full impact.